that are in this car. It's a chase that's been going on now for about the last 15 minutes. It actually started in the LAPD Southeast Division, which is roughly the South LA area. Again, possible stolen car chase here with the LAPD
possible stolen
and above in their helicopter.
Dodge Charger
What's been the
XL.
of this driver so far? We've seen some
white Dodge Charger.
That's not a vehicle you want to be very erratic in.
Eliana Moreno in the air, late night,
Exactly. Yeah, it seems
Saturday night, 11 o'clock hour. Through its solid red light, 50 plus miles an hour. What's up, Nerdy Gang? I hope you are still awake. We got ourselves a chase. We are in Downey, California. All roads lead to Downey. Starting off in Southgate, Downey, Norwalk. Boogity, 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 let's go chasing. Whoa, lost control over the median.
Wrong side of the road.
Wrong side of the road, probably busted that front left.
All right, we're going to continue to follow this chase on our website, NBCLA.com, as well as the NBCLA app.
We're smoking.
It's now coming to an end.
No, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Don't you dare. I bet it's going to cut out and cut right back in. Okay, so we went across. It'll come back. It has to come back. It has to come back. It's fucking. This hour is so off with commercials. Come on. Fucking NBC. Okay, I knew her back. They just have to switch it from the broadcast back to the internet. So we went across the median there. Wrecked across, hit the curb, probably busted up that front left tire. We're smoking as well.
So I hope these guys get out sooner than later. They may be trying to drive it, and that's why we're seeing the smoke there. But it looks like they perhaps have a flat there in the rear.
Yeah, but the flat's not going to stop it from driving. The transmission is busted from going across that median and hitting both curbs.
Again, we heard two men were in the car. They actually got out of the vehicle, took off running, and got back in.
It's just completely unnecessary going across the... Did they not see a giant curb there? An island?
Yeah, these two tires definitely...
What's up, Kaioken? W's in the chat. 5 Tier 1 subs going out to community members that have shown up at this late hour, 11:29 p.m. Pacific time. Eliana Moreno, the only bird in the air on this late Saturday night. Everyone else is out partying, sleeping. Eliana is night crawling. Could have been drunk, but it's a stolen vehicle.
Again, for those of you who are just joining us, I know a lot
it's like the sticky bandits are in there.
NBC4 News at 11 o'clock. We thank you for tuning in here. This chase is still going on. The occupants are still in the car. I'm sure they'd like to drive away, but they can't. I think they have a flat on this side, too. Look at them.
The front left has got severely damaged when they fishtailed over the median. Windows open as well.
Older model vehicle.
It's a Dodge Charger. No, that's Dodge Charger. Is that his bumper? His bumper looks to be about 10 yards behind. Smoky Bandits. Yeah, not the wet bandits, not the sticky bandits. This is Smoky Bandits. Dumbasses driving this car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cruisers. I don't see a tail wagging in the shadow of the night sun, but we are in Downey, Norwalk. They have everything at their disposal here, including a Doge.
The driver did, because we weren't overhead when they bailed, so it was hard to know if they both got back in the van or if it was just one of the two occupants. But they bailed in an area just off of the...
So they've already gotten out and gotten back into the vehicle. Does not feel like they're in much of a mood to surrender now, does it? So that they can get this thing active. They can resurrect the engine somehow, but they didn't get pit. They wrecked themselves. The want was stolen vehicle, stolen Dodge Charger. Yep, we are Downey, Norwalk, folks. Of course we are. We are in the Mecca of police. Door's open. Now what? Is that a surrender? What's going on? That looks like a surrender to me. It's a woman.
I'm hearing that they think this may be a woman. Yeah, they're describing her as a woman. So hard to tell with my tiny monitor, but they are saying that it is a woman.
So for now,
Appears to be complying here, hands up. They want to see her waistband though, so at some point they'll likely ask her to lift her sweater. So
she's
they
gonna
can see her waistband to make
do
sure that she doesn't have any weapons on
a
her.
little shuffle. She's gonna
signaling to
lift
them
up the
that
back of her
she
jacket to
can't
show
really
she's
hear
not
them.
armed. That's a long way to go because they're on the other side of the road, I think, where she's gonna have to surrender. So she's gonna have to do a lot of shuffling. Could this be a diversion for the person in the passenger seat to get into the driver's seat and drive away? This is not go before yet, people. There's always something different.
She's putting her hands down, which is exactly what they're not telling her to do. They want her to put her hands up, but she's not complying.
Not complying.
Okay, down on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Kissing the cold pavement here of Garfield Avenue in Southgate.
Oh, yeah, Eliana.
Needs to get, yeah, her hands are the problem here. They need to make sure they can see her hands to make sure that she's not reaching for anything.
There's someone else in the vehicle.
So she's
That's
gotta
why
go
they're
for your
kind of like,
permission now.
get away from it, listen to us. Here are my hands. Told her to stand up. She doesn't know what's going on.
Very confused by the instructions.
This is a game of Simon Says.
So what's going to happen now is a team of officers will approach her, a team of officers will approach the car. They'll continue to make contact.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
Pardon me. As you'll remember, there were
Eliana
two people
loves
in the
to party.
car, and they bailed in that Paramount neighborhood. So it was unclear to me if they both got back in or if it was just one of them. So they'll clear the car to make sure nobody else is inside. And we'll take the speedometer off. You guys don't need that on anymore. There we go.
Eliana Asmer at 11:33 at night here. That's a lot of
This is gonna be
damn
on Garfield Avenue
cruisers.
at Garfield Place.
Every police chase ends up in Downey. Isn't it crazy, folks? Isn't it wild?
About a dozen LAPD
So many,
Southeast Division units
so
behind this
many
vehicle.
highways.
They're continuing to make call-outs.
Between the 105,
The airship was overhead.
The
when
110,
it failed, so the
605,
observer would have seen if a second person
5.
was in the car at the time. They did say 2 had foot bailed. But it was unclear to me if
I'm
they
missing
both
a
got
couple.
back
I think
in
the
car or
60
if it was
freeway
one.
goes through there. All roads lead to Downey. That is one bright night sun. Anyone ever been hit by a night sun before? It is blinding. It is the Dodge Charger capital of the world. We saw that last night. Turning face Downey when I pray. That's what I was getting at. Face Downey. Oh, man. That's good religion joke.
Okay, here we go.
Good friendly religion. Oh my God, that is an army.
Dozen officers approaching
That is an army.
with their guns drawn.
Holy shit.
Some will split off and check the car.
That is the Armada is usually in reference to all the cruisers lined up in a V, but that is an army. That is an entire regiment of CHP
And,
or
the other
whatever
officers
jurisdiction
will
this
be
is.
to clear the vehicle.
They are lining up in formation.
It's a larger car, so it'd be very easy for someone to be hiding in there.
Remember how they used to fight in the Revolutionary War? They would stand in lines and they would just take shots volleying at each other. What a world. It's only 300 years ago.
Okay, there.
Was there nobody else in there? What's going on here? So did she dump someone? We
They're at
didn't.
the front, trying to open the slider door there.
We weren't able to see if another person bailed before the stream started. The walking V.
This will be fine.
What was that, Eliana?
So So the last thing they'll do is try to
She does these.
pop
She
the
does
trunk.
these pillow whispers, and everyone's like, "Huh? Is that it? I don't see fours yet." Yeah, we're not code 4 yet. What if this is just a clown car?
Because it's behind us now, so I'm getting your landing line. Thank you.
I got my Sabrina ones all packed up. I leave for Paris tomorrow. So we're gonna miss. It's gonna be tough for me to do chases the next week, guys. I apologize if I miss one. It's still not code 4. But if I'm around, I will surely, of course, go live. I'm gonna be working, so it's gonna be tough for me if there's a chase between tomorrow night through Friday. So 5 days I'm gonna be off sporadically. I pulled it off when I was in Europe last time though, so still an option. I just have to be conveniently at home, and the hours have to line up because it's just so like 9 hour difference from where I'm at right now. So that means right now it's 8:37 in France a.m. I guess if I'm awake in the morning, I can be up for the 11 o'clock.
Pop the trunk, so
11
we can
o'clock.
clear that, and that'll be it for this one. Clearly the past.
I have a pretty good track record of when I leave to go on vacation. There's usually not that many chases that make the media. Knock on wood. But I'll do my best, and I'll do a replay if I have to,
But clearly,
if it's good enough.
at least the person who drove it the second time around was a woman.
Thanks, Eliana. If anyone is, I gotta watch out for bed
Looks like
bugs.
that's that.
If anyone lives in Paris,
Pursuit ends here in
I'm gonna be out and about
South
playing
Garfield
hoops
Avenue
around the
with
Eiffel Tower.
one
I'll put out a
person in
tweet.
custody
You can come find
here.
me.
Perhaps another one in custody over in Paramount near the 105 at Garfield. Again, that's where.
Yeah, sleep is gonna be hard to come by. That's the biggest problem here.
Originally bailed from the car before getting back in and continuing this pursuit.
I think we're code 4 people. Drop your 4s in the chat.
Once again, from News Chopper 4, I'm
Enjoy the
Eliana
soothing
Munoz.
sounds of
I'm
Eliana.
George Marcineau. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Sunday. Bye.
Bye. Miss you already. Be the last time I hear that voice for a little bit. What was I saying? Yeah, so the sleep. So my goal is I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. In a beautiful city. Look at that place. Best city in the world right there. Los Angeles, California. My plan is to get a really good night's sleep tonight and then stay up for the entirety of the flight, which is overnight. I don't get there until the afternoon tomorrow. And then I'm going to go to bed immediately. I'm going to go to bed immediately as soon as I get there. So, like, if I can be asleep by 5 p.m. No, let's say if I'm asleep by 6 p.m. Paris time, I sleep until like 1:30 a.m. Paris time, and then I can get up and do NBA and watch the national championship game, and then I just stay up that entire day through the morning. But I'll have gotten a good night's sleep leading up to it, so my schedule is going to be all messed up. But my goal is to get one really good night of sleep the night that I get there, and hope that I can power through all the way, because the global game isn't until Thursday, and all the work I have to do is on normal Paris working hours. So it's going to be hard, man. It's going to be really hard, but I'm going to have to find a way to do it. I don't do caffeine. Just I wake up and I slap myself in the face and go. Going to Paris for the global games. I got to do some sponsored content for Sorare. I'll be doing interview with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson as well. Combination of sponsored content and basic interview stuff. And there's some NBPA parties as well as going to the game itself. I'll be busy the whole time. How many hours do I usually sleep? I sleep a lot. Just hours most people aren't used to. No, my goal is to watch all the damn games, but I have to really train myself to go to bed at like 6 p.m. Paris time. I have to find a way to pull that off because games don't tip off in Paris until 2 a.m. Ask the French how they feel about Rubio retiring. No, I have not been to Paris before, but headed back to Europe. I was just there. Mikel is such a chill dude. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. I only have them for about 45 minutes or so, and half of it's going to be sponsored stuff, but I do have the flexibility to ask them. I found the, I want to ask Mikel about when he did his three celly. He did it during the FIBA World Championship to Italy, and he got teed up, and they ratted him out. I think he's gonna have a funny story for that. I'm trying to find something that he hasn't talked about before. Yeah, I wish they would have. Why didn't they send the Spurs to play in this game? It's Nets Cavs, like the battle of mid. God, why couldn't we get the Spurs for this one? Paper Sean says, wow, we ordered our Pursuit Tree shirts a month ago and they still haven't shipped. Who do we get into contact to get them? Paper Sean, can you DM me on Twitter and I'll follow up? You're the only one that's had shipping issues. We've had a lot of those things go out, but can you tell me the name that you ordered it on in the chat, and I can look it up right now and tell you what happened, if it got delivered or not? Any other Mikal Bridges questions that did anyone think of something? Because I'm gonna talk to Cam about, I'm gonna talk to both of them about CP3. Cam, I can talk about like his game-winning shot against the Knicks that one year in Phoenix. I've got some other stuff, some just basic talking points. But if there's a very specific Cam Johnson moment which hits someone's mind, that would be perfect. Angela Rosenthal. Okay, give me 1 second. Ordered under Angela Rosenthal. Oh, I see. Okay. December 4th. And you are right. It has not been fulfilled for some reason, so I'm sorry this didn't get there. That sucks. It didn't get to you before. Oh, wait. So you ordered on October 23rd, and then you ordered a second time. Okay. Yes, I will follow up with this tomorrow. Can you DM me on Twitter? Just so I can follow up with you? Or put your handle in the chat so I can follow up with you when I call tomorrow. Cam Johnson poster dunk. No, you see, Mikal doesn't like talking about his Iron Man streak because he keeps getting asked about it in post-game press conferences. And he's like, ugh, you could tell he's so annoyed by it. He's like, I just play because I want to play. He always gives the same answer. And you could tell he's getting annoyed by people asking about it. He's like, I don't care about the record, the streak. For some reason, he just doesn't want to discuss it more. Okay. Sean Rosenthal. That sucks. I'm sorry you didn't get your... Okay. I can't... I can DM you, but I have you on my screen now, so... It's not going to be until tomorrow, unfortunately, for me to follow up, but... we will find a resolution one way or another. Just give me a little bit of time, and I am traveling internationally, but I will do my best to keep you up to date for sure. That's super annoying. You're the one on the order sheet that is still in progress. Of all these orders, you're unfulfilled. Everyone else is fulfilled. Paris Chipotle. Yeah, I don't want to waste my time with Mikel on easy layup stuff. I think that him getting teed up in the World Championship in FIBA that'll spark a bigger conversation. Cam says, talk to Cam about Puff puking on the court during the Natty. That's a good one. That's a good one. I didn't even think of that. I'm sure he can speak for his brother a little bit. And because I went to Carolina, I feel like I have the right to ask that about because he's like, normally he would say, just ask my brother, don't ask me. But if I premise that by saying, Cam, I went to Carolina, we've always wanted to know, like blank. Maybe he'll give me a little tidbit. Thank you. See, that's why I need you guys. Would have never thought of that. Garrison Carroll. Oh, Garrison Carroll. I see you as well. Okay. Apologies to you too. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's so many. Most of these have gone through properly. I don't know why. It's usually some incorrect shipping data typed in incorrectly, or it's going to be something like super obvious. We'll get it fixed. But if you DM me, that helps. Just let me... I got you. Garrison, I see your DM. So you and Sean are on the top of my list. Thank you. I mean, come on. No, every company out there don't have customer service anymore. It's always some robot or call center, and they barely speak English, and you never get anything done. I will single-handedly oversee that. I'm talking to people who have brought merchandise. Top left corner of your screen, birdsintheair.com. Where 99% of the orders go out correctly, but it is what it is. I was the one with my dad that got this. Oh, Garrison, yeah. Sorry about that, man. That was such a nice picture, too. I'm sorry this got messed up. So that's weird that you got one package and the other didn't arrive or something. Maybe you ordered before. But yes, I love that question about Puff. Definitely going to ask about Puff if I can. Half the time is going to be spent on Sorare sponsored content, but I will get them for some WOB stuff. And then Tuesday or Wednesday, if anyone is in Paris watching this, I'll put out a tweet of a location. It's going to be cold. It's like a high at 35, but it is sunny. So I think we can get some shots up at that public court next to the Eiffel Tower. That's pretty sick. Chase is over. Christian, I'm doing customer service right now, and you know what? I have seen Olga. She's been tripping. She's got something wrong with her. But there's usually 2 months of complete silence, and then there's just one night where she gets really upset. Not at me, but I do not ask her about her business. That's for sure. I don't want any part of it. Right? Mikel's got 2 natties. That team is an entire team of first-round picks. And the guy that hit the buzzer beater against Carolina to win the national championships, the one non-NBA player, Chris Jenkins. (1-800-WOB-HELP). All right. Chat's slowing down. I'm going to go finish packing. Till next time, if anyone else has order issues, that really annoys me. But I will do my best to resolve this ASAP. At least get you some direction as to what's... Of course, it's going to take a while for that package to get there, even if we fix it tomorrow. But I can see... I'm looking at the back end right now, and both of you are correct that your order says in progress, and it's not fulfilled. So that's the answer. But until then, appreciate you guys tuning in. Till next time, I will see you from the other side of the pond. Deuces. See you guys.